Hey, I'm here at Homer Marsh's home. Sir, how old are you?
What the hell, old man? 91.
He's 91 years old. Yay! Today's not his birthday, though. Today is November 24th, 2016, and it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
You're welcome.
All right. And what I want to ask him is just a few questions about your life, because this is your life. So, do you remember Homer? I know this is going way back, but
Okay.
can you remember the first memory you ever had as a child? What's the first thing you remember when you were a little boy? Maybe a memory you have that sticks out more than one other?
You got a bad.
What's one thing you can remember as a kid that you can share with
We
us?
used to play with the girls. Used to come to our house and play. We'd play hide or seek or,
Now, these girls were neighbor girls?
Yeah,
Oh, so you were playing with the girls as a boy, huh?
yeah.
They liked you. You were a
Well,
ladies'
little
man.
Boys too, and not like a bunch of boys,
Now, did you guys have TV back then?
Huh?
No TV back then?
No,
So, what year were you born?
25.
1925. So, you had your mom and your dad?
Well, I had my mom, but I didn't never had. My dad died young.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
8 months old.
Oh, really?
I was only 8 months old when he passed.
How many brothers and sisters did you have? Any?
I had half brothers,
Okay. All right. You had four?
four half brothers.
So your mom was raising four plus you?
Yes,
What were they older than you or younger?
older.
So you were the baby?
Yes, at the time, yes.
Okay. Great. How about so what do you remember about school? What was school like back then?
Well, started out in first grade, and I failed first grade. I had to spend another year. Then I went right through to high school.
You went to high school, huh?
Yeah, I was a senior in high school, and they took me to service.
Oh, okay.
But in August, and I was in service at December.
What was one of your happiest moments as a child?
Well,
Do you remember a moment that made you so happy as a kid? Maybe it was a Christmas present you got or a birthday you had or
my mom couldn't afford to buy anything. But my dad had died, and then she married again, and he passed away
oh no.
when I got old enough to really know anything.
Do you have a happy childhood memory you could share? Is there anything at your childhood that was happy?
Well, I was a senior in high school, and I enjoyed the women, the girls in high school.
All right, Homer. Yeah.
And y'all liked me. And,
You were a ladies' man, weren't you?
yes.
All right. I love it. He enjoyed the ladies. All right. They made you happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashley. How about, did you have a bike ever as a kid?
No, I never had a bike.
Did anybody ever pick on you? I'm trying to go over your childhood first. Anybody, you ever get in any fights?
Yes.
Tell me about a fight, Homer.
At school, we used to have boxing,
Yeah.
put our gloves on and box one another. We never hurt anybody.
Right. So, what was your childhood dream that you wanted to be when you grew up?
Well, I went to service when I was 18.
You didn't want that, though, did you?
No.
So you got drafted at 18.
Yes. I was 18 in August, and in December I was in.
So you went into World War II,
Yes.
and you were drafted into what? The Army?
Army, yeah.
Okay.
I was in Camp Grant, Illinois. Took my basic training, and then I went overseas as a prisoner of war during the last part of the war.
Can you turn that? That's that TV. Can you shut that door? Go ahead. Continue. And so you went to where? Overseas where?
Over to Germany. Well, went to England, then France, and then Germany. And I was a first aid man on the front lines, and I got captured. I was a prisoner for 35 days.
So who captured you, Homer?
Germans.
So describe without the detail. I know that must have been hard for you. But what were you trying? Do you mind if I ask you? What were you trying to do at that time? You were trying to rescue somebody, or?
Well, I was taking basic training, and I was in the medical corps, and I was treating a German, and these Germans come and
You were
captured
treating
me.
a German?
Yeah.
They were the enemy, and you were treating one.
When they got shot, we had to treat them.
So did they bring
Like in
them?
the
Did you
medical.
go out to him and find him like crawling on under fire, or did they bring him to you?
I was on the fire.
Hold up.
I was,
Okay,
I was on the fire.
so you were under fire.
I was up in the front lines, and
Where were you in this battle?
in Germany.
Right. Do you remember
I
what?
can't remember in town.
You remember the battle? What it was called?
Huh?
The battle had a name, or no?
I can't remember.
That's
the
okay.
name.
That's fine.
And yeah,
So you were trying to get to him.
yes. As we captured, I mean, we get a medical treatment.
Right.
Even the Germans.
Right. So when you got medical treatment for him, was this out there? You lay down and you just start treating
It's
him?
out in the front lines.
So you were there
Yeah, I was there.
and just crawl up to where he is and try to do the best you can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's when I got captured.
So describe how that was. You were just sitting there, laying down, trying to
I was
dress.
trying to rescue, give the guy medical help.
So he got,
I was
this
in the medics.
German had got, actually, so the German soldier had gotten shot somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe they actually captured you when you're trying to help one of their own.
Yes.
They didn't even let you finish trying to help them?
Well, I was on the front lines.
Right. I got you.
I mean, I wasn't in the back. I was up in front lines.
Right.
Medical, first aid man.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was like a first aid man.
Right.
And we treated everybody.
Right.
No.
I see the bottle. Okay. So once you got captured, you don't have to talk about the war at all, but you brought it up yourself. So if you're okay with it, I myself like to preserve some of that history too, because you are part of history.
Yes.
And you are a real American hero. And seriously, we do appreciate your service.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you got. How long were you in the war until you had gotten captured?
Well, I was in 2.5 years.
So you served for 2.5 years without,
Yeah.
and then that's when you got captured.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I was captured 35 days
so you
during
were.
the last part of the war.
Oh, so okay. At least it could have been worse.
Yeah.
I heard the Germans were actually pretty decent to their prisoners, unlike the Japanese. So
Yeah.
they
Well, they treat us good. I mean, they didn't have the food to feed us.
really
Maybe sometime we get a slice of bread a day, or
right.
every couple of days, and we never got nothing else.
Yeah.
Maybe once in a while I have cooked potatoes. Not too often, but mostly just a slice of bread. I weighed 185 pounds, and I was down to 124 pounds when I got out in 35 days.
Unbelievable,
I lost a lot of weight,
man.
but the Lord was with me.
So he watched. God looked after you.
Yes,
You were very fortunate.
yes. See, I was a medical man on the front lines,
Well, that
and we
says
had
that says a lot about your character. If you're willing to risk your life to actually help save supposedly what they call the enemy.
enemy. Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
that's brave of you.
We
Just
treat both.
Really. Well, that says a lot about you as a human being. That you just looked at them all as human
We
beings.
give them first aid out in the front line, and they send them to the hospital.
Wow. Amazing. So, do you still have anyone that you know from the war that you still stay in touch with? Anyone?
No,
Your
I
unit?
don't know nobody anymore.
Right. Well, we thank you for your service there. After you were released, the war was over. Is that when it ended up?
Yeah, at the end of the war, yeah,
That's good.
I was released.
So now, when you went to war, you were just a boy. You were 18.
Yeah, 18.
Had you met? You weren't married or anything at that
No,
time.
no.
So describe what it was like to go back to the States after the
Well,
war.
it was pretty good. I mean, I was 18 in August, and December I was in the service. Took basic training in Camp Grant, Illinois. And then I took my basic training and I went overseas as a medical man. And, well, I've treated people, give them first aid,
Right.
after they're shot.
But this was
Even the Germans, we treated them.
this was after the war.
No, it was before the war.
Oh well, I'm saying Homer. We're trying to get away from the war right now. After the war, you came home, right?
Yeah,
Did you get a job in the States?
yes.
What state did you move back to after the war?
Youngstown.
Youngstown.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Lowville.
Right.
Sharon Steel.
Okay.
I got a job as a crane operator.
Is that the first job you got when you got back?
Yes.
And that's where you stayed for 40 years.
Yes.
So you had one job all your life?
Yes.
No?
Well,
Kind of?
the women taught me how to do that.
Right.
How to run train.
Okay.
And, and yeah, that's when the women was working too.
Right, because the
We're
war,
doing the
they had
war.
to work.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's talk about family. How about when you met your wife? Do you remember meeting your wife?
That's been quite a while afterwards. How many years was that?
You were married for over 60 years.
Do you remember how you met her?
Huh?
Do you remember how you met your wife?
Oh, no, not really.
Do you remember any of it? Hold
It
on.
was through-
Jar maybe his memory too, you know.
It was through a friend, Dad.
A friend, Bobby.
It was you were dating.
I can't
a girl-
remember.
That's okay. That's fine.
You were dating a girl, and Mom was dating this guy, which was a friend of yours, I guess. If I remember. And that's you two were double dating,
Double dating.
and then you switched. That's when you and Mom started dating.
Wait, you switched? The girl he liked?
The girl that he was with went with the other guy.
You guys switched girls. Hey, Oma. Anyway, so then you got married. Do you remember your wedding?
Not too much, no.
Do you remember where you got married?
Back in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Did you guys elope or did you have a big wedding?
No,
Big wedding?
no, it's a small wedding.
But people were there.
Yeah,
You didn't sneak off nowhere, did you?
no.
You sly dog. I think I like Homer.
Yeah,
So do you remember, did you go on a honeymoon?
no, we never went anywhere.
Okay.
Well, I went to Indiana fair next day or so.
Okay, so you went to a fair,
Yeah,
Indiana Fair.
Indiana State Fair. You know,
Okay. Well,
that's in Pennsylvania.
right. Okay. Well, that's something. So you guys were married, and then who was your first child?
George.
George was.
Oldest boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So do you remember anything about George when you found out she was pregnant? And remember any memories of George that you have as a baby, or?
Not really. No. And she was the second one.
Second one was Miss Donna, and then you had who after Donna?
Don.
Don.
Another boy.
Okay.
And then we had two girls.
Two girls. Who were the girls?
Yeah.
Who were you girls?
Linda and Carol.
Okay, so 5 kids?
Yeah.
All
Two
right.
girls and 2 boys.
Oh, you're missing one. How many girls? 3 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you have a house somewhere? Where were you living? In this house then?
No, I lived up in West Hill,
West Hill,
up in Ellsworth.
Ellsworth. Okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I lived in a trailer. I put my trailer on the lot, and I paid for the lot, and then I already had a trailer, so I had it for a while. Then I built a house.
Ah, so where'd you build your house?
On West Hill. On the lot I had.
You built it yourself?
No, I had to help.
You had help, but you built your own house.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
My neighbor helped.
Yeah. How long did you all live there?
How long we lived in Ellsworth, remember?
Until just before Carol was born. When Mom got pregnant with Carol. Carol's what?
50.
55.
55 years ago.
Oh, yeah. So, do you have, as a family, you, your wife,
Yeah.
your 5 kids,
Yeah.
is there any kind of a memory at all that you can remember when you guys were all together as a family with all the kids? Something you can remember to share with them? About them? A vacation you went on, or something that happened in the house that was funny, or?
Not that I know of. Couldn't afford to go anywhere for I didn't have much money.
What, was,
Time I paid for the house.
you worked 3 jobs. Do you remember any moments that were like just a happy family moment, or a funny moment, or a surprising moment?
You remember anything?
Does he have a story he normally would have normally told years ago?
My mind is gone.
Right, I know. It's late too.
I can remember he used to play ball, baseball, and stuff like that outside with us.
Okay.
That's when we lived in West Hill.
Did you guys ever? You remember any kind of a big blizzard that your family was in? Must have had big snowstorms, right?
Down here.
Yeah, we had some heavy snow.
Do you remember the blizzard of '78? Wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Were you-
I don't remember the dates, but
Yeah. Were you were home when you got snowed in? Do you remember?
yeah.
What was that like?
Well, I couldn't get out nowhere to go to work or anywhere.
Did you have to do all that shoveling?
Yeah.
Were the kids big enough to help you?
No, that wasn't big enough.
Some of us were gone.
Gone? That's fine. I can edit this out.
Yeah, some of us were gone.
Okay.
Linda was married already.
In '78? Really? Okay.
Yeah,
That's right, because I was 5.
Michelle was
I was 5, yeah, okay. That's right. Yeah.
Linda was married. Don was married.
Mhm.
I was in and out. I was back and forth. But when she was 4, I was out too.
Yeah, you might have had Michelle with you. I got a good one for you. Where were you when JFK was shot? Everybody knows that. Where were you when John F. Kennedy was shot? Do you remember what you were doing?
I'd probably up in Ellsworth, and I was
No,
working
that
down
was
at
the
the Sharon
year
Steel.
that George graduated, so we were down here.
Do you remember? Do you remember that moment, that day when someone told you you saw it on TV, or how?
Yeah.
How did you
We
know?
were down here.
Do you specifically remember it? Hearing the news?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So did you
Well,
hear?
we've been here 50-some years.
Did you hear it on TV, or did someone tell you? Do you remember?
Well, probably see it on TV, and then the way I was working too, people tell me things.
Mm-hmm.
Worked down at Sharon Steel in Lowville. And I was pretty close to the guys. I mean, they treated me good.
So do you have someday this video that you're showing now, like, will be shown years and years and years from now, and by then you'll probably be in heaven. If you're still here, great. But
Okay.
everybody goes to heaven, right? Well,
That's
we
right,
hope.
yeah.
We hope. Anyway, most folks do. We'd hope.
Yeah.
But bottom line is, you want to say anything to anybody, your loved ones that's watching this, that someday you won't be here, and they'll be watching this video, looking at you on TV. Is there anything you'd like to say to your family and your loved ones? To say goodbye to them and wish them something?
Never, not really.
No. You want to wave bye to everybody? And tell them you love them. All right. Bye-bye.